Chat Daddy Show.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Real Chat Daddy Show. I want to say good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Wednesday night edition of the Real Chat Daddy Show. I am your host, Chat Daddy. I'm glad to be here with you guys on what is turning into spring here in Chicago. I heard birds chirping today. We had lots of rain. I thought it was April showers that bring May flowers, but I think it's going to be March showers that will be bringing us April flowers because we got quite a bit of rain here in Chicago today. Hopefully you guys are staying safe and dry if you're here in the Chicagoland area. We have another great show planned for your viewing and listening pleasure this evening. Even though this is Women's History Month, tonight we are paying homage to a gentleman who just landed a very historic role, and we're excited to welcome him tonight. He's the new executive director of the Chicago Philharmonic. Mr. Terell Johnson will be joining us tonight, and he was named one of the top 30 professionals in 2001 by the national publication Musical America. So we look forward to talking to him tonight about the Philharmonic. Did I say that right, darling? The Philharmonic. Oh, okay. Very good. Sitting in the co-host chair is the amazing Miss Kay Renee of Karen's Nuggets of Knowledge. Hello, my dear. How are you?
Well, hello, Chat Daddy, and good evening to our listening audience tonight, as it is our Friday.
It is.
As Big Brother said, it was interesting today because there was a lot of fog here in the Chicago area.
Yes.
And I thought it was going to rain, even though there was just patches of rain. So I'm keeping my fingers crossed. I don't like a lot of rain, but rain must fall for the flowers and the trees to grow. So I understand all that.
Absolutely. Well, actually about 2:00 this afternoon, it did pour down, maybe about 2:30. It was a torrential rain for about maybe a half hour to 45 minutes. And then it just kind of slowed down, and now it's nice. I actually heard the birds chirping just a little bit ago before, it started getting dark. So I don't know, but you're right. Spring is right around the corner. We're excited to welcome spring. And boy, we have a lot to talk about tonight before we bring our amazing guests on later on in the show. Kay Renee, how have you been since we talked? Because we were off last night because I had a plethora of things going on. So how have you been since tonight's show?
And let me just say how proud I am of you. I saw the post. You just doing your thing. I said, Chad Daddy did the damn thing, and you did it well. So kudos to you, Chad. I'm fine. It was really nice, honestly, to be off last night because I did something I had not done. I hate to admit this to our studio audience, but I had to change my sheets.
Okay.
Changed my sheets. When I changed the sheets, took a hot shower, and I just said, God, thank you. Because once I hit that bed, eyes closed, I was knocked out.
Yes.
It's something about when you put new sheets on the bed, it's like, you can exhale.
And don't let them be good sheets you put on. I'm talking about really a nice, quality. Yeah, absolutely. I didn't make a terrible mistake, but I one time bought a set of 900 thread count sheets. And when you sleep under that, it's like a tarp, but it was so silky and just holding the body, but it's very heavy. And you have to be careful because it can cause you to sweat and all of that. But it's a beautiful grade of fabric. That 900 thread count for sheets is just wonderful. Yes.
Yep. So, no. I enjoyed my sleep. I almost woke up a little bit later than I normally wake up. I said, I got some good sleep. And
that good.
Good sleep. And so, of course, listening to the news today, because we got a lot to talk about. We have a lot to talk about the passing of another icon who I always feature during Women's History Month. The first female Secretary of State, Madeleine Albright, who transitioned today at the age of 84. Then we have day 2 of our historic Senate confirmations of Judge Ketanji Brown Jackson. And I'm definitely going to get into some stuff about
we got to talk about that. We do. We got to talk about I'm ready to chime in on that one. All right. Yeah. What else we got?
And then, of course, for those who are in the Chicagoland area, he did it last week. He's doing it again tomorrow. But this time around, it's a very well planned giveaway.
Yes.
Millionaire humanitarian Willie Wilson is doing it again to 48 gas stations because two kind
Okay.
of opted out.
All right,
But
hold tight, hold tight. We're gonna talk about all of that. We'll talk about all
yes,
of that.
yes.
Real quick before we go on with tonight's show, as Kay Renee alluded to last night, I had a plethora of things that I was involved in, and I just wanted to say thank you to everyone. The first event last night, I was out in Dalton, and I spoke to small business and entrepreneur training cohorts on behalf of the Chicago Urban League and a program that they're doing to help people to build their business. And last night I was talking about the importance of your business being in the media and getting the right publicity and doing things. And if you do get an interview on TV, what should you wear, not wear, just all of that. And it was really great. I really appreciate everyone. I got some new followers. I'll be following them back as well too. And Kay Renee was just like the digital class. So I gave them a homework assignment and, everything. Yes. So I did that class last night. And then last night, after I left Dalton, I had to rush downtown for dinner at the fabulous Lurie Fish Bar, Chicago. When I say to you, some of the best sushi, appetizers, caviar, deviled eggs. I had a cocktail last night called the penicillin. It was so good that I felt nothing after I drank that cocktail. And just everything, the entrees, the ambiance, everything was just top notch. And as you guys all know, this is a product of New York City. So this is their first Chicago location.
Is that a good date? Is that a good place to take a date?
Oh, absolutely, my
Okay.
darling. But please, sugar, make sure date got deep pockets.
I always go whenever I go on a date. He
Well,
always have deep pockets. Don't
okay,
get that
well,
twisted.
I'm just telling you, look, I don't want nobody to go and be embarrassed and be like, Lord have mercy.
See that was way back when, a long time ago. I did that one time for a date, and he didn't have money. I said, we don't do that anymore. Wherever I go, they have deep pockets.
Okay, look, and I'm not judging, not being judgmental. I just was like, look, make sure they got deep pockets because everything is exquisite, unique. I've only probably had lobster sushi roll maybe twice. So, and they did a presentation last night that was just incredible. So yes, good shout out to them. We appreciate you so much for your hospitality last night. Everything was absolutely great. All right. Well, Kay Renee, as you guys all know, we're a health and wellness show. And so we want to give you all the latest health and wellness information as it relates to COVID-19. And then we'll get back to all of our gossip and entertainment. Illinois reported 1,114 new COVID cases. Unfortunately, we had 18 fatalities as of Wednesday or in the 24-hour period. As of Tuesday, 503 patients in Illinois were reported to be in hospitals with COVID-19. Of those, 65 patients were in the ICU and 28 patients are on ventilators. So now, Kay Renee, weren't the numbers lower Monday when I read this? Because I know our positivity rate has gone up a point.
You were correct. They were lower. So
right.
Remember now, there's this new variant that's coming about. I remember
hearing
Dr. Arwadi. I hope I said her name correctly.
Yes.
Talk about we've been prepared, but see, y'all trying to get too comfortable. You don't get complacent in this pandemic. You must stay on top of your game, which means if you choose to not wear a mask, it's on you. But if you want to make sure that you're safe, follow the rule that we have. Follow God. We wearing our masks to November 2025. So
absolutely, yes. Well, here's the deal: the new subvariant is BA.2 Omicron. It could be the dominant COVID strain here in Chicago. This is what health officials are saying. As you said, Dr. Allison Arwadi, COVID is surging in several countries around the world, while that has previously been the indicator of what we are to expect next in the United States. This could, hit us very soon. We'll look at it like this. We're seeing countries right now that have a 50% positivity rate, 60% positivity rate. And then you got some places in the UK with just over 10% positivity rate. But see, I'd be worried about that 60 and 50 positivity rate. You know what I'm saying? That's a lot. That's a lot. And as I told you before, keep in mind, airplanes go literally around the world.
That's
A
right.
lot of times, a jet, again, that has left Europe will end up here, will continue on to China, or wherever the case may be, because those jets are international, they're workhorses. And so, I know they're sanitizing and all of that, but you just don't know. And again, that's a tube you're flying in, a
Hello.
pressurized tube. Right. So, so here we are with that. So Chicago's COVID metrics did see a slight increase over last week as health officials are closely watching this new surge. So I don't know, okay, Renee, what do you think? We climbed 156 up from 136 last week.
This is just we. That's why when this pandemic initially hit, they were giving the numbers daily. You still have to be on top of your game,
Right,
and so I just again for those who don't want to get vaccinated, that's
right.
totally your choice. But I
Hey,
would think
hey, Ginger. Huh?
if you love yourself enough, you want to make sure
Yes.
that you protect yourself enough.
Absolutely. I couldn't agree with you more. And you said that very eloquently. I don't understand what's up in the U.S. I arrived in Chicago Saturday from South Korea. And in Korea, everyone is wearing masks. Right. And it is spreading. So, that's what I'm thinking. So, welcome back home, Ginger. Ginger's a big fan of ours, and she watches us when she can, when she's international. So, I mean, I don't know if this is I got a feeling something's gonna happen with this. And on this show, we always prophesizing something, and it ends up coming true. So I don't know. Too
And
many
Janet
hot,
just
yeah,
yeah, and we need to talk about the two people that we know right now since we've been off the air who have
right.
now tested positive. One being our former first lady and another former first secretary of state. Hillary Clinton tested positive for COVID,
Yes, she
and
has.
White House press secretary Miss Psaki, who couldn't
Right.
go with Joe over on the other
That's right.
side to have
That's right.
conversations.
Yes.
She tested positive. So I'm like,
Okay.
what the
And
hell is
here's the
going
deal.
on?
This is her second time testing
Right.
positive. Not the first, but her second
Right.
time testing positive.
What
So
the hell is going on?
right, right. Look, inquiring minds want to know. Yes,
Hmm.
absolutely. Yep.
I don't know what
So
to say.
I don't either. So what's going on otherwise in news tonight? I'm done with the COVID update. I'm done with honey. Are you kidding me? Hey, I'm
Bef-
sick of it, but
Before we
we
talk
are going to be
about,
faced with this again.
I know, before we talk about Madeline, we must talk about second day historic confirmation hearings of Judge Ketanji Brown Jackson. Now,
Yay.
as a black woman, I am just very proud of her because some of those idiotic, stupid ass questions that the Republicans were asking her, it's enough to you and see, you know me, Art. I don't have a poker face. So I'm not gonna be like hee hee ha ha. No.
No.
Because when Senator Ted, and I use the term loosely, Cruz, asked her a question about do you think babies should be racist, I'm like, okay, you've been smoking something that I don't know what you're talking about. But she
Right.
again answered it with grace, answered it with respect.
Mm-hmm.
Then you got Lindsey, Graham,
Looney Lindsay.
Lou
Right.
Lindsay,
Right. Looney.
asking her about what level, if you had to, on a scale of 1 to 10, what is your faith? And I'm like, okay. Then you had Marsha Black Butt Blackburn had the question of the day, had the nerve to ask this woman, do you know what a definition of a woman is? Now, again, Judge Jackson was so cool. Had that been Judge K. Renee, the moment she said it, I would did like this, and I would wink. I said, well, do you know what the definition of a bitch is?
Ha! Ha! Right. But see,
And
baby, that's why you'll never get to the Supreme Court, though.
That's the very reason.
That's the reason why. Look, I don't even know if they'll make you a meter maid if you get up in there and telling people that. I don't know. I mean,
no.
Judgmental. I like your answer. I thought your answer was amazing. But I
would have, I'd have said it with just a smile on my face. I said, well, do you know what the definition of bitch is?
Yes. I agree.
And that would have been the end of the confirmation here. They're like, okay, we need to take K. Renee out. But
yes, I told you.
Mm-hmm. Throughout the day, because yesterday was a long day for her. Day two, it was nothing. It was not even. It was longer. But what really, of all the comments, the questions, I adore Senator Cory Booker. He went to church on them towards the end and said, let her know as a Black woman how proud we are of her, and never forget that God has your back. So if anything, that's a lesson for all of us. Despite what we're all going through, what we continue to grow through, never forget God has your back.
Yep. Well, let me say this. First of all, seeing this during Women's History Month really makes my heart feel good to see that it's a sister who is intelligent, who has been in this position several times before of going through this scrutiny. But this time her life is a public spectacle. And we've got to, just applaud her for that. Judge Ketanji Brown Jackson is married to Mr. Patrick G. Jackson, her husband, who had been sitting behind her on Monday Night Show. We was talking about the fact that he was moved to tears several times. Well, after all that mess today, I'm surprised. Look, I have to applaud him to sit there and be able to listen to your wife being belittled and berated and acting as if she's not intelligent or something may be wrong. And, I just think that's, something else. So I want to applaud him as well, too. And he's a surgeon.
Yes, he is.
So as grandma would say, they don't need this for the money. This is, they are fully vested in helping people and trying to make a change. And, but you know how it is. People are just so vicious and mean, and that's how they want to do things.
They're vicious and mean because had she been a different shade, it wouldn't have gone like that. Because it didn't go like that with Amy Coney Barrett when she was being confirmed by the Senate. So that's all I'm going to say. I mean, then had nerve talk about critical race theory. They don't know how to spell CRT, let alone talk about it. I was like, oh no, they need to take a look at my podcast, and we just talked about CRT over the weekend. So I was just like, see, again, had that been K. Renee sitting there, that the moment I made that statement, because I know you've been, Chad Daddy, you've been right there being my big brother, said we got to get K. Renee.
Baby, I'd have tapped you on your shoulder once. I'd have tapped you on your shoulder twice. When I tap you 3 times, then that means, come on, let's go. I'm just going to grab you by the arm and be like, this is done. This is done. You were doing good. You was doing good. But now you done let the people have it. So no. No. Stick to judging beauty pageants. How about that? Stick to judging.
Okay, I can do that. I can handle that.
Right, and I'm not trying to insult your intelligence.
No.
Because baby, it would be a disaster.
If I were a younger K. Renee, I would deal with that. But as an older K. Renee, my tolerance level is like, I don't tolerate BS.
I get it. I get it more than anything. And I just think a lot of people are at that level right now. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, absolutely. A lot of great feedback from everybody. Janet Crawford said, Chat Daddy, you're right. Restraint is important. It is, can't do the K. Renee, y'all. You cannot do the K. Renee. I love that she doesn't let the haters keep her
She
down.
doesn't.
Yes,
I
keep on Judge
love.
Jackson. She's a
Yes.
Delta Sigma Theta
Yes, she
also.
is. So
Yes,
all the
she is.
deltas, y'all know y'all proud. That's
GOP
right.
trying to keep racism alive, catering to their racist voters.
Yep.
They're looking ridiculous. They are, because
Very
I
much
just thought
so.
some of that was just ridiculous. I just thought, are you kidding me? How much more scrutiny would this woman have to go through? Pathetic.
But see, I think the reason too, Art, is because they know they don't have the votes. So they
Right.
just gonna throw the kitchen sink at her.
Oh,
But
absolutely.
again,
Absolutely.
when Senator Booker said, God has got you. So
Mm-hmm.
she keeps that in mind. I think about her parents,
Right.
that they have to sit and deal with this. Because
Yeah.
I know the father, he may be a lawyer, but he looked like he can bring somebody down.
Oh,
That's how,
absolutely. Right.
because how
Right.
fathers are about their little girls. They're
That's
like, no,
right.
we're not
That's
having
right.
that. So,
She comes from being a well-heeled family and then
yes,
married into, a gentleman who, so no, I'm looking forward to her being appointed and this
yes,
all going through. Yes.
yes,
All right, darling,
absolutely.
what else you got in news tonight?
Well, as I said early at the top of the show, we do have another transition to report. The first female Secretary of State, one of my sheroes. In fact,
Yes.
I always feature this woman during Women's History Month. Madeleine Albright made her transition at the age of 84 due to cancer. She was surrounded by her friends and family. But
Hmm.
Madeleine was the first female Secretary of State under President Bill Clinton.
That's
And
right.
so they called her truly the diplomat's diplomat. She
That's
really
right.
was, if you want to know about true diplomacy, you go to
Hmm.
Madeleine Albright. And
Right.
there's one quote that I may get some flack for about what I'm about to say, but I truly love the quote. And I remember when she did the quote, it went viral like nobody's business.
Yes, it
But it
did.
reads just like this: there's a special place in hell for women who don't look after other women. And a lot of people
Hmm.
think, what do you mean by that? As women, we are nurturers by nature. And given what we go through as women, you want to help women. But I'm going to take it to a different level. You want to
Right.
help women who really are humble and deserving of the help. Because a lot
Yeah.
of women, like a lot of men, can be catty, can be sneaky, can be sons of you know what. So you
Yes.
have to
Yes.
have that, what is it called, Art?
Discernment. Discernment.
Discernment to
Discernment. Yep.
know
Discernment.
which women to help.
That's
So
right.
I
Hmm.
truly applaud Madeline's life. She truly lived her dash. She was
Yes.
from Prague. She was a refugee. Their
Right.
family came from Prague, one of my favorite cities. I told you
That
that's the
is.
city that I want to get proposed to.
That's right.
Um,
That's right.
and she just she lived the American dream, but she also gave back. So to
Yes.
Madeleine Albright, we thank you for your service. As you always say, job well done, and our
Job
prayers
well
go
done.
out to her family.
Yes, absolutely. The late great Madeline Albright. All right, what's this about this gas tomorrow?
If I had a car,
Tomorrow.
I would go too. But apparently, apparently, Willie Wilson, he was, a businessman. He is a businessman, obviously a millionaire to donate $1 million. But he ran for mayor, and quiet as it's kept.
Twice. Twice.
He may run for it again. Never know.
Right.
But
Yeah.
he is doing another gas giveaway to 50 local and suburban gas locations in the Chicagoland area beginning tomorrow. Now, check this
Yeah.
out. Y'all can't be coming around talking about I'm going to be there at 4 a.m. to get at 7 a.m. It starts at 7 a.m. They're going to have police looking at y'all, making sure there's no craziness. You get the card, you keep it moving. So
Yeah.
I applaud Willie, because I haven't, now quiet as it's kept too, I haven't heard any other businessmen doing the same thing.
Right. Right.
I'm
Yep.
just saying.
Child, that thing last week was a public safety.
I
It
know it
was.
was. It
It really
was.
was. It really was. We talked about that here on the show because I was talking to people who were in
Right.
line various places. Even
Mm-hmm.
as I said Monday night on the show, at the intersection of just 103rd and Halsted, it
Right.
was chaos and pandemonium because
Right.
people had already been lined up, people turning, trying to be slick, sneaky. Oh, I'm trying to turn, all of that.
Right.
And it just, right. So I applaud him. I thank
I
God
do
for what
too.
he's doing because he's helping people. But it needs to be organized and done in the right way. And I'm glad it's
Absolutely.
at more stations and just all of that. But just from social media, when it happened last week, a lot of people really suffered that day, late for
They
work, children
did.
not dropped off at school on time.
They
So
did.
that's what it was about. Some people didn't even know he was giving the gas away like that. Because
I
again,
know.
this all started as a text message. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Exactly.
right. This is how this all started. So, absolutely. The pastor did it at 99th.
But it was one gas station. He did it
Right,
for a
right.
few. And that's the
Yes,
difference. And
right.
again, when you're doing something as philanthropic as that, you really have to think ahead. Because
Mm-hmm.
again, begin with the end in mind. What could go wrong when
Right.
you have an idea like this? And if you
Yep.
plan it backwards, I think it will be a better event. So,
Yes, yes.
cool. He got the publicity. Because now
Right,
everybody, I
right.
guarantee you, everybody across the United States know about Willie Wilson. They
Willie
didn't know about
Wilson
Willie
and get
Wilson.
right.
They know
Right.
about him now.
That's right. That's right. Because I mean, God bless him. I want him to
Right.
continue to keep being a blessing. I want him to keep, getting his blessings. But the thing
Exactly.
is that a lot of times we have brilliant ideas, but we don't execute them the right way. And a lot of
Exactly.
times we don't want to listen to people to help us execute them the right way.
Hello.
Don't get me started.
Hello.
Somebody help me off my soapbox. Don't
Wait a minute.
nobody get me started.
Where's the plate?
Right,
Hit the plate.
right,
Hit the
right,
plate.
right. Come on,
Donate.
help me now. Help me. Right. I mean, because that's the truth. I
It
mean,
is.
it
You're
is
right.
what it is. But congratulations. And tomorrow, you guys be very careful. Get the gas cards. Every time I go to the gas station, I just say, thank you, Jesus, for allowing me to have this. Because again, a half a tank is now what I was paying for a full tank.
Right. Right.
So enough with that. So now, what is this I hear about Jeopardy and my in my head mother,
Ooh,
and
baby.
somebody thinking my in my head mother is 95 years old?
You
Diana
know
Ross
what?
is not 95 years old, you all.
I saw it.
I
I
did
saw
too.
the
You did
episode.
too. I did too.
And I was like, it was a final Jeopardy question about singing groups, I think. And I don't remember, I won't paraphrase what it said, but basically, they asked who received, at the age of 95, who has recent material, new material.
Right.
And two of the contestants said Diana Ross. And I
Right.
said, now these got to be white because ain't no black person going to even say Diana Ross is 95 years
Yes.
old. The
Right.
correct
Yes.
answer, by the way, was Tony Bennett, which makes
That's right.
sense.
Yes.
But when I saw those two put Diana Ross on their part, I said, y'all ought to be spanked.
Right.
Because
But
everybody know Diana Ross is not no 95 years young. But I was
yeah,
like, and of course, that story went viral. Like, okay, really?
well,
Really?
look, you got to realize they might be of that certain age demographic that does not really know who Diana Ross is. I'm gonna tell you a funny story. When I interviewed the Queen of Soul when I was on radio, we were very excited to be interviewing the Queen of Soul.
Mm-hmm.
All of that. There was a young man who was going to be interviewed either before she came on. He was being interviewed, but he was there when we had all the excitement, and he was like, "So who is Aretha Franklin? Like who?" But again, that age, that demo, and he was black. He was black, child. He was black.
His black card should have been revoked.
Yeah, but I'm telling you, a certain age demographic is not gonna know that history like we do. Girl, if you even ask them who is their alderman or who is their councilman or congressperson or they no clue. No clue.
I definitely can relate to that question.
Right.
But a lot of our parents, grandparents, if they are around any elder person, they got some Aretha Franklin song in their repertoire. You can't tell me they don't.
Well, honey, when the grandmama 37, 39, or 40 now, and if you think back, she may or may not. I don't know. But yeah, you'd be surprised. It will blow your mind that, certain generations have no clue about things like that. 95 years old. No, Diana Ross is not. She's fabulous. She is not 90.
And she not 95 years. So for those other folks of a different, persuasion, let me just
Right.
break it down. Diana
Yes.
Ross is not 95. We interviewed
Yes.
her daughter. She would be like, "What the what?"
Right. No, we love Diana Ross and
We love
Rhonda
Diana and
Ross.
love Rhonda. No,
So we love the entire I told you in my head she's my mom. So right.
exactly.
So
That's right.
yes, yeah,
That's
absolutely.
right.
All right.
That's
Well, for those of you all that are just joining us, welcome to the Wednesday night edition of the Real Chat Daddy Show. I am your host, Chat Daddy. Glad to be here with you guys on a wonderful Wednesday evening. It is our Friday, but it's hump day for most of you guys. So far, we've been talking about all the top news stories. We've given the latest COVID-19 update. And in just a few moments, we'll be welcoming our guest tonight. We're excited to welcome him. We're going to talk about orchestra music. Do you like orchestra music? I do. I love orchestra music. I
I
think
do, and how I like it. I'm not gonna say how I like it, but I do like orchestra.
I do. I love orchestra music.
I do
And
too.
here's the deal. I love going to Ravinia
Oh
to hear
yes,
orchestra music. Now, here's the funny
absolutely.
piece. The big thing where the guy crashes it, is that a cymbal? The gong cymbal? What do they
That's the
call that?
symbol. Those are
Yes,
symbols.
the boom. Like
Yeah,
the
those are
boom.
symbols. Yes.
I want to do that so bad. I want to do that so bad, but here's the deal.
Maybe our guest will let you do that. Let's ask him.
Well,
We'll ask him.
no, you've got to have tremendous upper arm strength
I understand that,
and
but you can
in
still
your
ask him.
rhythm. Okay,
You can still
all
ask him.
right. We'll see. We'll see. Yeah, no, I don't know. I would have to practice. That would just be my
But that
dream to
should be
just
on your
really.
bucket list. That's a
Yeah, it
bucket list
would
item.
be for me to be the person that played a cymbal in the orchestra, the big, gong cymbal,
Ooh,
or either here's the deal. Maybe he'll hire me to play the cowbell. How about that? You know what I'm saying?
or the
That might be
triangle. You know the little
yeah, the
triangle.
triangle. Yes, yes. And
Ding,
then
ding. Yeah.
at one point I was really good at the clarinet in high school, but I don't think, no, the flute. I take that back.
Now
The
you know
flute.
that's now
The flute.
Art.
Yeah.
That is so funny. I had a flute when I was growing up.
Yes.
I had flute lessons, and I stopped. My parents bought me a flute, and
Uh-huh.
I liked it, but then I just
Yes.
wanted to do something else. But yeah,
Okay.
wow, that's
All
something.
right. Well, we'll see. If not, we'll leave all the work to the orchestra. They now have
Absolutely.
a wonderful new leader. We are very proud to welcome him to the show tonight. We're going to talk about some wonderful things that the orchestra will be doing this coming season. I guess you would say, things are opening back up. People are back out again. So here with us tonight, after a 4-month nationwide search, okay, 4 months nationwide, the Chicago Philharmonic Society Board appointed this gentleman who we'll be talking to in just a few moments as their new executive director of the society. This came into play July of 2021. So we're talking about even during a pandemic. So you
Mm-hmm.
come in when things are canceled, changed, all of
Mm-hmm.
that. And now they have just a wonderful lineup that they're going to be presenting. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show, the executive director of the Chicago Philharmonic Society, Mr. Terell Johnson.
Yay!
Yay!
Evening. Good evening. It's great to be here.
Good
Thank you. It's a pleasure.
evening.
How are you tonight?
I'm doing excellent. Kids are in bed, so off to a good start. How
Okay,
are you
well,
both?
good.
It's great to
We're
meet you.
wonderful. It's our Friday. And even though it's Women's History Month, we're honored to have you here tonight. And we want to pay homage to you. We're very proud of
Absolutely.
you. It's really, wonderful to see someone who looks like us in this position. And I know you went to school in Florida. Let me see. You went to Florida State University, and then you went to University of Central Florida, right?
Right. So I got my bachelor's at University of Central Florida and my master's at Florida State.
Wow. Well, very good. So if you could please introduce yourself to the audience, tell them who you are. We've given you a lot of kudos, but you can do it better yourself. And then we'll get into your wonderful new role.
Well, thank you so much. My name is Terell Johnson. I'm the executive director of the Chicago Philharmonic Society. I joined the organization in July of 2021. Prior to that, I was at the New World Symphony in Miami Beach, which is an orchestral academy. And I'm thrilled to be here this evening just to talk a little bit more about the work we're doing at the Phil. I think just coming from a very interesting last 2 years and a challenging time, and blossoming with the programming that we have planned for this season, and also this what we have in store for our community in terms of our community engagement programs. And most exciting thing, this season would be our inaugural Composer in Residence program, which was started by my predecessor, Donna Milanovic, and it's actually named Donna Milanovic Composer in Residence Program. Mm-hmm. It features 3 distinguished composers who are doing amazing things in our field. One of them will actually be featured on the concert we have this upcoming Sunday on the 27th, titled Fanfare Chicago. Ronaldo Moya will be the composer featured on that program. And you'll hear a brand new work. It'll be a world premiere of Ronaldo's. We're just so excited to work with him and have him as a part of this program for the next 3 years.
Very good. Wow. Even though you were appointed during the pandemic and things were not necessarily sure when they would open back up, coming in at a time like that, I'm sure it allowed you all to do quite a bit of developing. I see that you're having something to pay homage to the Black Panther coming up later on in the season. I always enjoyed the nights at Ravinia. So what was it like when you first came in during the pandemic and we all had to figure out our next steps?
Well, I think the important thing to know is coming from such a difficult time in the arts and having all of our spaces closed for a long time and having musicians out of work, the most important thing was to find a way to connect artistically with the community. We're a musician-governed organization, and so it's like the artistry is definitely at the forefront, but also tapping into our community and making, having a purpose in it. So the first project actually for me joining the Phil was Redemption, which is a performance with Adrian Dunn and the Adrian Dunn Singers, featuring the Philharmonic. It featured our composer in residence, Marcus Norris, with his violin concerto Glory. And we had the amazing Ngioma Grievous, who is a recent Juilliard grad, who was the violinist, the soloist for that program. And that's, stepping into this space and having a performance with an entire Black choir, with a Black conductor, and then you have a new, ED of color joining the organization, shows like the commitment that the Phil has to kind of representing our community and being, outward facing and connecting, and also programming music that reflects the community in which the Philharmonic resides in. And then kind of fast forwarding to later in the season, we have this performance this weekend, obviously, with all these world premieres, with our composer in residence premiere, with the Pulitzer Prize and Grammy winner Jennifer Higdon and her premiere for Mandolin Concerto. The American Series, we are so excited about. And then moving into later in the season with our Aretha Rising, a tribute to the late, great Queen of Soul, an entire performance dedicated to her music. It's just amazing. And the most recent performance that I added to close off this year of my first tenure with the Phil is the Marvel's Black Panther with live orchestra, which is going to be an amazing opportunity for us. It's obviously it's a terrific film, and the score is phenomenal. We're bringing Massamba Diop from Senegal, who was the original Tama drummer, the talking drum, which represents the theme of the Black Panther throughout the movie.
That's dope. That's really dope. I thought when I read that, I was like, oh my God, that is so dope. And that's really, it is. But go ahead. I'm sorry. I just had to tell you how dope that was.
But Art, I know when you probably, went and saw the movie a few years ago, I know it was probably transformative for you, as it definitely was for me.
Yes. Okay, Renee, go right in with your questions.
Well, obviously, you've been to Chicago before. Was that one of the reasons why you wanted to come back to make a difference in the arts community? Because we were talking about before you came on that we have just a little musical talent. I see you have the piano in the background. When I was a little girl, my great aunt helped me teach me how to do chopsticks, and I played the flute. But what made it so you like I gotta come back to Chicago to really make a difference? What was the factor that said I've got to do this here in the Windy City?
Chicago has an amazing community and culture, but specifically for the music community, it is fantastic. We have one of the most tremendous arts music ecosystems in the world. There's so much great music. There's so much great new music happening in the city. And I mean, the first time I left, I kind of left kicking and screaming, but it was a great opportunity to go to Miami and spend some time in the heat. But I had such a soft spot for Chicago, and I always had it in the back of my mind to get back. And having the opportunity to lead this orchestra and this organization was the perfect way to do it. So I'm thrilled to be back.
Yes, yes. So we've talked about Fanfare Chicago, which is at the Harris Theater, which we're excited about that. And then Broadway Playhouse will be doing the Aretha Rising. And we were just talking about the fact that the Queen of Soul has made such an impact on so many people's lives. And we were just saying that there's a generation that really does not know about Aretha Franklin. We are blessed to know about the life and legacy of Aretha Franklin. So if we were to bring the younger generation, I'm sure this would probably teach them, really well. So will this be a feature of all of her songs, or how will it all work?
It's a journey of all of her hits. So we're taking you through all of her, great music, all of the hits. Respect all the tunes that you want to hear will be on the show.
Wow.
We have Capathia Jenkins, who's this Broadway powerhouse, who will be tapping into the spirit of Aretha for this performance. And we're just thankful we've had such a wonderful experience at the Harris Theater. So we're happy that that venue will be home to the next two concerts. And then we've had a great experience playing at the Chicago Theater. It's been a little while, so coming back to the Chicago Theater at the end of the year too would be terrific. But I would say for the young crowd, this is an opportunity to get up and dance. I think for Aretha, with the Chicago Phil, I think transforming audiences, meaning like come as you are to our concerts. I think there's a certain kind of air of classical music. Maybe you need to be buttoned up and wear a tuxedo, but truly this is an experience just to enjoy the music. Come as you are, and we will welcome you. We would love to our mission is to make sure that our audience looks like our city. So absolutely, I want everyone to take the opportunity to enjoy the concert this weekend. If you're able to get out there, we have a really special surprise set up. There's a very grand red carpet entrance. So for selfies. I don't want to spoil it, but it is absolutely worth it. And with the remaining concerts of the season, they're great family fun. And this is obviously capping off with the Black Panther performance. It's the only Marvel movie with live orchestra, and it's one night only. So this is a great opportunity to get out and put on your best super costume and join us for that evening to close out the season.
Oh my God, I cannot wait. This is giving me the essence of spring and summer is coming. You know what I'm saying? Great music, beautiful people, and we just love it. Kay Renee, go in with your famous question that you always ask our guests, and I'm sure he probably has a great answer for it.
Yes. So Terell, I've always asked this question. Who inspires you to be the best Terell Johnson this universe has ever seen?
Oh, there's probably two people that come to mind immediately, and I think it's very apt in the month that we're in to recognize the women in our lives. That would first and foremost be my wife. She's been such an inspiration to me, and then obviously my mother, who's been those two people are kind of like the bookends of Terell Johnson, who hold me up. So I honestly have to just celebrate them and everything they've done to help me get where I am today.
What would you want to say? Isn't that beautiful? It really was. What would you want to say to someone, maybe on the south side, west side of Chicago, who, a lot of times want to be musicians, but never really think about going into the classical field? And really, it's a beautiful gesture. What advice would you give to them?
I think it's so important for people in music or in whatever their aspirations are, to be their authentic self. Don't change for anyone else. Like swim against the current at times. You really have to be your authentic self. I was inspired young to pick up, the the clarinet and the piano. I went to saw a performance of someone play, and I was like, oh, this is crazy. And my mom got me piano lessons young, and then I started taking clarinet lessons, and it's kind of like a superpower. Playing an instrument is a superpower, and it's definitely something I encourage people to do. It's never too late. I used to teach music, and I had lots of adult students. I think my youngest was 5, my oldest was in their 70s. So
Right.
you can really pick it up at any time, and I think it's just a wonderful thing to experience. Live playing or either way. So I absolutely just think it's never too late to play music. Be yourself and support the arts.
Yes, I couldn't agree with you more. That is what I love. That's what I've always been about. My co-host Kay Renee, we both are huge supporters of the arts, and we really thank you for being here with us tonight. What an incredible interview! Welcome back to Chicago. Yes. Continue to just do your very best, because we are proud of you, and we look forward to you doing some incredible things. For more information, you guys, did I get this right? Is it Chicago Philharmonic.org? Is that correct?
Correct.
All right. Very good. So for all the show dates, times, tickets, whatever you need to get, please go to that website, find out more information. Hopefully you guys will join us for one of the evenings. I definitely want to see the Aretha presentation, and of course, Black Panther. I'm getting my outfit ready, Kay Renee. I don't know about you. I'm getting ready to go on Amazon and order my black tights now. I'm ready. I am. Yes, Black Panther, baby, all the way. Well, we want to thank you so much for joining us tonight, Terell. Yes. Thank you. Continued success to you and your family. And again, we're very proud to have you in this role.
Thank you very much. Wonderful to meet you both. Kay Renee, great to meet you. Art, thank you for having me. Thank you so much.
Thank you. A pleasure. Many Absolutely. Have a wonderful night. Yes. Yeah. All right. Thank you so much. Wow. That was incredible. That was so wonderful. Isn't he nice? A great guy. Oh, I just love it. I do. Remember, you guys, ChicagoPhilharmonic.org is the website. Go check it out. Find out everything you need to know. I want to meet you guys at the orchestra. We're going to do wine and cheese. Yes, we're going to do wine and cheese and have a good time, darling. And I want to dress funky. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
We've been in for so long. Yeah, even black tie dinners are different now. People are not as stuffy at black tie dinners. They're letting they're letting their real selves flow. So we appreciate that. Oh, thank you, Joyce. We appreciate you. Great show, especially Love Terell in the upcoming season. I think it's great too. Mm-hmm. That is so incredible. Thank you, guys, for that wonderful interview. All right, what else we got to talk about, darling?
Well, we talked about today being National Puppy Day. So for those who have puppies, I want to get one.
Yes.
And how much is that puppy that dog in the window? That's what I want. So today is National Puppy Day. Mm-hmm. Today is National Melba Toast Day, I believe.
Oh my God, I love Melba Toast.
I've never had Melba Toast. So when we go out, you gotta make sure, ask to find out I can get some Melba Toast.
Okay. Well,
what else
Wait. Now, Melba Toast sounds much more fancier than what it is. Okay. Because yes. So Melba Toast, let me give you the proper definition, is a dry, crispy, thin sliced piece of toast. And usually you have Melba Toast with hors d'oeuvres, things like that. Like, I'm a huge hors d'oeuvre person. Like, I could eat all hors d'oeuvres and be just fine.
Okay.
But Melba Toast is really thin, crispy. You do a smear on it or a nice cheese, so that's what it would be. Almost a thinly sliced baguette that's been toasted, So,
gotcha.
Yes. All right. So that's National Melba Toast. What else is today, darling?
There's one day that for those, and I'm going to say a disclaimer. For me, I won't speak for Chat Daddy, but I'm going to speak for Kay Renee. I have a higher power. But there are a few folks who don't believe in a higher power. So today is National Atheist Day.
Yes,
So
it is.
if you don't have a higher power, today is your day. But for
Yes.
me, I know who my higher power is. So there you go.
Yes. Yes. I've said, oh Lord, and thank you, Jesus, about 12 times today.
That's
So,
right.
right. Yes. Just driving to and from where I had to go today.
Okay.
Oh Lord, thank you, Jesus.
That's
Oh
right.
Lord, thank you, Jesus. So yeah, right. So no, I couldn't be an atheist because just driving around Chicago, you got to keep saying them two things. So
Okay.
yes, you're absolutely right.
Especially when it comes when this weather, when it's raining, snowing, whatever, you definitely want to be
Yes.
saying, "Oh Jesus, thank you, Lord, for getting me from one place to the other."
Yes, I agree with you. All right. Today is also National Tamale Day. I
Oh,
love a good tamale.
and you know what? I've never had a tamale either. Can you believe that, Art?
Okay, wait now, girl. You have never ever had a tamale? Why?
I don't know. I like tacos. I've had burritos. I even had enchiladas, but I've never had tamales.
Oh my God, I love tamales. I really, and what's so funny is I was going to ask you, what is your favorite filling in a tamale? Well, I'm gonna have to introduce you to tamale soon.
Yes.
Oh my God, a good authentic tamale.
I, and
Yes,
I've been to Mexico many times. I never
yes.
had a tamale.
Oh, that's interesting. Okay, you can even put fruit in them.
I
Uh,
know, but I
yeah,
just
yeah.
haven't
Okay,
had a
all right, all
tamale.
right. Well, we'll have to get you a tamale. Today is also National Chia Day, and as you guys know, a chia seed is considered a very high protein type of seed that you can eat. People put it in smoothies, their cereal, oatmeal, things like that. But
Okay.
chia seed. So today is that. Today is also National Chip and Dip Day.
I love a good chip and dip.
Okay, now what's your favorite dip, and what's your favorite chip?
Artichoke. I love artichoke
Oh,
dip, and I can
oh,
have it with potato chips. It doesn't matter. Long as I have a good spinach and artichoke dip, we're
yes.
off to the races.
Okay. All right. Well,
Yes.
now here's the deal. That Melba toast and that spinach and artichoke dip. Now that's the ticket, sister.
Okay.
That right there is
All
yes.
right.
So I'll marry my Melba toast to your spinach dip.
And I accept.
Spinach and
I do.
okay, very good. Very good. All right, well, we got that covered. And so favorite chip would be regular chips, or do you
Regular
like a
chips.
particular
Oh,
chip?
I like the rigid. You know the ripples.
Okay,
Ripples.
the
Yeah.
ripples, the ridges.
Ridges.
Yes,
Yes. Ridges. Thank
yes.
you.
Okay, very good, very good. I have a thing now. Dips. Let me see. Depending on what it is, I like a lot of these hummus dips that are now made from cauliflower, that are made
Mm-hmm.
from beets, carrots, edamames. They even now have like chocolate dips and things like that. So
Ooh.
yeah, and made of avocado. So it just depends on what it is.
Now,
And then, huh?
my favorite dip is something when I'm dancing with someone and he dips me. That's a good dip.
Oh, you dip, I dip. I
There
dip,
you
you
go.
dip. Yes, I dip, you dip. You dip, I dip. Yes,
That's
okay.
right.
Yeah, okay. Well, look, I think that's my favorite dip as well, too. Truth be
Okay.
told, yes, I think it is. I do. All right, we'll leave it at that. Very good. Well, everybody, what's remaining of the evening, please enjoy the day. If you have puppies, we ask that you please love on that puppy. I love puppies. I
I
posted
do too.
all the puppies that have been in my life, and so yes, happy National Puppy Day. All right,
Yes.
darling. What else do we need to talk about this evening?
Well, there's something happening this coming Sunday.
It is, darling. It is. Yes. This coming Sunday,
Yes.
March 27th, will be the 27th year anniversary of the original Real Deal Relationship Chat. So, a lot of you guys are like, what is that? What is that? Well, 27 years ago, I invited people over to my home for a conversation. The conversation turned into a relationship conversation. From there, it went to get larger and larger to the point I had to take it out of my home into a coffee shop. And it got so large that it went from the coffee shop to bigger venues. And so I had started them back up right before the pandemic started. And of course, the pandemic shut us back down. Now that we're open back up, more people are vaccinated, our numbers are low. We're having a smaller, intimate gathering this coming Sunday. So let me put this up here. There are still tickets available. If you're in the Chicagoland area, you will love it. A lot of fun. We have some tasty bites, cash bar. If you don't drink alcohol, there is a wonderful coffee bar, coffee made drinks, cappuccinos, lattes, whatever it is that you want. And they have the best frozen drinks ever.
Oh.
I had a hurricane the last time I was there, and I felt as if I had walked through a hurricane.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
That's how good it was. All right. So here's the information, you guys. The other way, dog. Right. I usually switch us around. Here's the information. Oh, let me move this so everybody can see. Hold on. Here we are. Okay. This coming Sunday, March 27th from 4 to 9 p.m., 16th Street, bar or cocktails and coffee, 75 East 16th Street. The information is right there. All you have to do is put that in there, get your tickets, and come hang out with us on Sunday. You'll have a great time. The weather's not going to be bad. It's going to be a little nippy, but it's Sunday. It's early. It's light outside. So come have fun, mix, mingle, and hang out with some beautiful people. How about that? Okay?
How about it?
That's how we'll do that. How about that? Yes. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. We got some more comments here. Right. Espresso martini. Yes. Debbie, I love a martini that's espresso. I do. It's Debbie's daughter's birthday Sunday. Happy birthday, daughter. Happy birthday. Scorpio Love says, come, support. It's going to be a blast. We appreciate you, Scorpio Love. Yes, it is. It's going to be a great time. Fun had by all is what we always say, right? Okay.
Yes.
All right. Well, we have one more week or a couple of more days of Women's History Month to celebrate. We have some great guests coming next week. Other than that, it's time for you to look, let me put it in here. So talk to the people. And then I'm over right, because out of all the work I do all day, and I don't want to seem like I'm no good. So wait a minute.
Oh, you are very good.
Right, darling. I feel that. Wait, hold on. Don't give the nugget. Talk to the people. Oh, tell everybody about Saturday's show.
Oh, well, Saturday with Candid Conversation, we are continuing to commemorate Women's History Month, and we're going to honor women's businesses. So stay tuned for that Saturday, the 26th. Oscar Eve, because Oscars are on the 27th, but we're going to be on Saturday morning, 11 a.m. via Facebook and YouTube, Candid Conversations with Kay and my podcasting sister, Miss Kim Coleman, and Sister Girl Speaks. So
wait a minute, why I can't spell, how you spell your knowledge?
KNOWLEDGE.
Okay, I'm sorry, girl, because it didn't. Right, he comes to my you didn't spell that right. I said, okay, I'm sorry. Okay, I digress. Go ahead and keep promoting your stuff. I'm sorry.
Oh, well, like I said, we're going to be this coming Saturday to close out Women's History Month by honoring small women-owned businesses. So be sure to tune in this coming Saturday. And are we ready for the nugget, Chat Daddy?
We are, darling. We are. I got your information back in there. So, yes, we are.
Well,
all right, go right ahead.
This nugget comes from another wonderful woman. She is a businesswoman. She's a syndicated columnist and author, and she's the founder of the Huffington Post, Miss Ariana Huffington. And this is Wise Words Wednesday, and she says, failure is not the opposite of success. It's part of success. So again, this is Wise Words Wednesday, hashtag be grateful for the missteps in your journey.
Ooh, I like that. I praise God. I do. That's beautifully. That was well said. All of that. Yes, you're absolutely right. Yes. Okay. Makes good sense. It really does. It really, really does. Anything else planned for the weekend?
Well, besides being with you on Sunday, and we should, even though it's Oscars, and this gonna be, I'm praying that Will Smith gets that golden statuette.
Yes.
Will Packer is going to be producing this Oscars, and we have three enormous guests: Wanda Sykes, Amy Schumer, and the wonderful Regina Hall. So
I know.
Gonna be a packed weekend.
Isn't that something? Yes,
Yeah.
isn't that something? Yes, very good. All right, Karen's Nuggets of Knowledge.com. Now I put it in here. Now what done happened? I don't know. Lord have mercy. Is this thing deleting? Maybe I have too many in here. I don't. Okay,
That's
I
all right.
apologize. But Karen's Nuggets of Knowledge.com. Karen's Nuggets of Knowledge.com is how you can reach her. More information. Please go there. Do so. Check her out. She does a lot of wonderful and inspiring posts each and every day that really are compelling. They are. You do a good job, my dear. You do.
Thank you, Chad.
You really do. All right,
I
let's get
learned
some
from the
feedback from everybody tonight. What else do we have going on here? Oh, Debbie Green, we appreciate you. Tamlin,
Debbie.
thank you so much. We appreciate you.
Thank you, Miss Tamlin.
Wamelda, we love you too.
Oh,
she loved
Wamelda,
Terell.
we love you
Yeah,
dearly.
Wasn't
Thank
he incredible?
you.
Really nice. So proud of him. We really are. Thank you, Scorpio Love.
Yes.
Booker T. We haven't seen him tonight.
Candace, thank you, Miss
Candace,
Candace.
Joyce, we appreciate you so much. Amanda, thank you. We appreciate you tonight. A new viewer to the show. We appreciate you guys. Thank you, Scorpio Love. If you guys have not done so yet, please subscribe to the Real Chat Daddy Show on YouTube. It's free, it's easy, it's simple. It helps us out, and we appreciate your support. We'll be back next Monday night with another great show to talk about a lot of just great things. Yes, Candace, Sunday Fun Day. Yes, absolutely. Come hang out with us at the 16th Street. You're going to have a great time, you guys. Get your tickets. No tickets sold at the door on Sunday. None. Cannot sell tickets at the door, so please get your tickets so that you don't get bounced by the bouncer.
Because
you come back, you come out after the pandemic and you get bounced by the bouncer.
That won't be good.
I know. And keep in mind, my bouncer does not know everybody. So yes, my bouncer does not know everybody. You know.
All right now.
Yes, the bouncer that knows everybody is not here. So I have a new bouncer this time. Yes. All right. Very good. We don't ever need bouncers. We talk about love at this conversation.
That's right. That's right.
All right, beautiful people. For more information about yours truly, please visit therealchatdaddy.com. The Real Chat. Right. You got look right. You had to switch it around. Look, tonight I can do it right. The real the Real Chat. There you are over there. She's over there. TheRealChatDaddy.com. TheRealChatDaddy.com. Thank you guys so very much for tuning in tonight. Tomorrow night at 7:00, we're doing a very special broadcast. And Kay Renee, can I get a drum roll, please? Because we have a very special guest coming on tomorrow night. We're not going to be on the air all night. This will be about a 15-minute interview. But it's really important that you guys check out who's going to be our guest tomorrow evening. I'm trying to get to it in my script. Here we go. So tomorrow night, we have the honor and pleasure of talking to televangelist, preacher, author, and entrepreneur, Dr. Bill Winston. As you guys all know, he is the senior pastor of Living Word Christian Center, a non-denominational church in Forest Park, Illinois. I love Pastor Winston. And so tomorrow night, we're going to be talking about an upcoming Chicago business and leadership conference that will take place this weekend. And when I say to you, some powerful speakers, powerful information will be shared. And guess who the keynote speaker is?
Who?
Byron Allen.
Oh,
as in the Byron Allen.
Wow.
As in the Byron Allen. Yes, I have to say that all the time when I talk to the PR people. I said the Byron Allen. They says the. I said, oh my God. So yes, so that ought to be really wonderful. So make sure you guys tune in tomorrow night, 15 minutes. We're going to talk to Dr. Bill Winston, which I'm a huge fan of his. And so I'm looking forward to this conversation tomorrow evening, 7:00. It'll just be Dr. Winston and I. But Kay Renee, I know you'll be tuned in watching the interview.
Absolutely, of course.
Yay! So it's all, look, that's what it's all about.
That's right.
Thank you guys. We appreciate you so much. We love you. Yes, we love you, Eve. We really do appreciate you. Some people on our other Facebook pages, we appreciate you. Miss Cannon, Who else did I see tonight? A lot of Ginger. Welcome back, Ginger.
Welcome back, Miss Ginger.
Yes, hopefully your jet lag is over, Ginger. We really appreciate you. All right. Well, on behalf of Kay Renee of Karen's Nuggets of Knowledge.com, you guys, Karen's Nuggets of Knowledge.com, and yours truly, Chat Daddy, we want to thank you guys for joining us tonight. Be safe, stay sanitized. Wear your mask. I mean, the numbers are rising in other countries. We know it's only a matter of time when it'll get here to us, and we must protect ourselves. We really do. Thank you, Ginger. We appreciate you. Oh, thank you, Debbie.
Thank you, Debbie.
Tell people to please join us on YouTube. Tell people to subscribe to the show. We really would appreciate it. It would help us out quite a bit. All right. We love you guys. Have a beautiful night. Thanks for being here with us. Kay Renee, stay fabulous.
You too, Chat Daddy.
Stay fabulous. Oh, and real quick, I want to give a major shout out to the family of Mr. Purvis Spann, the founder of WVON Radio Midway Broadcasting. What a beautiful homegoing service today. I watched it virtually. The who's who of the music industry, civic and social, and religious world all came out to celebrate such an icon. And it was a beautiful service to watch virtually. So I do want to extend my deepest condolences to the family of losing such a legend and an icon, someone who shaped the voice of radio. Yes. Thank you guys so very much. Have a beautiful night, and we'll Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Real Chat Daddy Show.